All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the XRP community. Appreciate you guys for sticking around and showing tremendous amount of love. First update of the month of November, we do have some things to discuss. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. ETF announcements, of course, we're going to talk about some numbers, money flowing into, the crypto markets, especially the likes of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we're going to get into the XRP stuff. So around 432 Bitcoin and 4,890 Ethereum were bought on October 31st. BTC ETF flows were about 32.3 million and ETH were about $13 million, which is quite high over the course of the last few days. And here we are, our good old friend BlackRock. BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF bought another 318.8 million worth of Bitcoin on October 31st, Halloween, while everyone else is selling. As I've told you guys over the course of the last few updates, there's only 21 million Bitcoin, and that will never change. That's set in stone. As regulation is coming into crypto, as there's more clarity coming towards crypto, institutions are coming in, these big players are seeing the potential. Us retail, and what I mean, I include myself when I say retail, we only focus about, oh yeah, this cycle, when is this cycle top going to happen, this or that, and so on. But these guys look at the bigger picture, the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years for this specific asset class. How is it really going to perform? They're not here for just this cycle. They're not here to see how far the price of Bitcoin is going to go. They want to be holding as much Bitcoin as possible so they can have a lot of control. Only a few understand this, but the ones that do really understand the magnitude of this. Speaking about this, nearly $1 trillion was erased from the US stock market today. The crypto market is seeing some dips as well, with Bitcoin falling back down to $69,000. Why is this the case? Why is the price of Bitcoin dropping down? Why is the stock market seeing a little bit of a pullback? $1 trillion is not a small number by any means. Why is this happening? That might be the question that you are asking. Are we really surprised? We are in the month of November. US elections are coming up. I've been, speaking like a broken record over the course of the last few updates that, this run for Bitcoin is solely from the big players like BlackRock. That, they can really push the price of Bitcoin to the likes of all-time high. But in terms of retail interest, it's not there. It's nowhere near as to what we have seen at the beginning of the year, because, of course, the US elections are coming and uncertainty is only going to go up as we get closer and closer. But this is some good information to know, and I think this could really give us an understanding, what we could be expecting over this weekend. But looking across the board, we are seeing, of course, in the broader market, seeing a little bit of a retracement. XRP's price 51.39 cents, down about 1%, but it's actually up about 4% in Bitcoin comparative. But before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. Here we have it, guys. This news just came out not too long ago. James Fillon posted this. SEC and Ripple, the Second Circuit Court of Appeals, has entered an order that the SEC's government brief must be filed on or before January 15th, 2025. This is ridiculous at this point. You're only seeing this thing getting dragged longer and longer. And Stuart kind of gave us a little bit of a heads up over the course of the last, week and a half that, this could actually go into 2025. I know not a lot of people want to hear this. A lot of people wanted this, lawsuit to actually come to an end this year. But of course, that's not the case from what it looks like. But now, people from the XRP community are just more focused on the US election. The broader market, of course, is focused on the US election, but, specifically with the XRP community, reason why that's the case is because, if the U.S. Elections are over, it doesn't matter who wins. There's more clarity coming. And, specifically with Donald Trump's side of things, Donald Trump has, publicly stated that he will get rid of Gary Gensler. He'll fire Gary Gensler. So this brings in a little bit of excitement whether or not we're going to see a complete shift for the SEC and, bring a little bit more, clarity and, lightness in terms of how they deal with the crypto platforms, whether it's assets, platforms, or whatever the case may be, anything to do with crypto. So of course, this has a lot of people kind of still having a little bit of a hope that we could see a complete shift, which I think we will compared to what we're seeing. The amount of regulation that's coming in, the amount of interest that are coming in from big players. It's, I think, only due to change, and even the people that worked for SEC in the past are talking against the way they treat crypto. So you can really see things are adding up, and I think it's for the better. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. But let's take a look at this. All investments, and this is of course on the bright side, all investments by Ripple on its homepage movement. So you could see Izimo, global digital cross-border payment services to pay employees almost instantly, regardless of geography and typical payroll limitations. Acquired by Pepaya Global in March 2022. Neum, payment provider, removing the complexity from global payments by connecting businesses to the world's payment infrastructure with a single API. And none other than SBI Remit, one of Japan's largest institutional remittance technology firms and subsidiary of the SBI, a pioneer of internet financial services founded in Japan. This announcement was quite big that came out this year. Tranglo, one of the leading cross-border payments hubs in Asia that provides smart services not only for foreign remittance and business payments, but also airtime top-ups. What are you noticing here? If you're noticing a little bit of a specific trend, you're not seeing, any U.S. companies, big players that are named here. And this is where the potential lies for that. And I think once regulation comes in, that could potentially drive some of these big U.S. companies to potentially look at, Ripple as well. But this tells you everything. People solely focus on the price of XRP. Why is it not moving? Why is it not seeing the all-time highs? Why is it not exploding? But, just completely forget what's really happening for the XRP ledger and, the big strides that, Ripple is really making. Speaking about, Neum, you can really see something. Shout out to Chad for posting this. One of Ripple's most important payment partners, Neum, is already connected to JP Morgan and is a banking provider for zxcurrency swaps. JP Morgan provides Neum a virtual account number for each funding account, MAS license. So this is where everything just aligns. Speaking about alignment, this is where everything starts to align, makes sense, and this is where the speculation even gets more crazy. At the end of the day, speculation happens on a day-to-day basis, but it adds up. Really makes you understand why people are so excited within the XRP community, and it also makes you understand why people are kind of steering away from the specific lawsuit and starting to look at the bright side rather than the negatives. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this, and honestly, let me know in the comments, where do you see the price of Bitcoin going in the next coming days? And yeah, love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support. Stay safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.